Top best friends to lovers romance anime.
埼玉大学とかいう大学に通う理系大学院生氷室あやめはある日同じ研究室の雪村深也に告白したくま。当然好きなんて普通フィーリングくま。
In science fell in love, so I tried to prove it. Ayam and Shinya want to test their friendship. For the sake of science, of course. The two have worked as colleagues for a bit before Ayam confesses her feelings. The two friends want to quantify what love is as researchers, using themselves as guinea pigs. Surely nothing could go awry. Love can't be measured, though, and it can't be reasoned away. The way Shinya and Ayam test their friendship is delightfully absurd, and everyone but them knows exactly how the results of their tests will present.
頭のネジがテイクオフした個性的すぎる理系たちが恋を証明する笑いありキュンキュンありの理系ラブコメディくま。絶対見るなくま。先輩がうざい。でかいし笑い声でかいしうざい。
My senpai is annoying is part slow burn romance and part buddy comedy. Futaba and Takeda are delightful opposites. Takeda is a loud and oversized himbo who barely seems to fit in an office setting. Futaba is short and feisty, like she has something to prove. Right away, Takeda reaches out to Futaba and takes her under his wing. He spends a lot of time with her and comes to her rescue over every little thing. Though it couldn't be more obvious to the audience and everyone about them that they're bound to end up together, the two insist on maintaining a friend dynamic for a long time. Risa and Hikachi are in love with other people in Lovely Complex. They band together, finding solace in how they're both different because of their individual extreme heights. Height may seem like not such a big deal, but things like that can make a high school experience worse, especially when it's exacerbated by the pain of unrequited crushes. Risa's reasons for liking Ryuji are entirely surface level and attached to her insecurities, and Hikachi isn't that different with Chiharu. As the two grow to be friends, they realize that they have way more in common with each other than with the classmates they only liked because of their heights. They are a goofy pair, and after they resolve their tangled love lives, they eventually have a sweet relationship. Zero's vampire nature makes his friendship with Yuki very emotionally and physically tense in Vampire Night. He can be reckless with her, but he genuinely cares for her, although she's unsure of her emotions about him. He can be very moody, but they have many genuine, vulnerable moments between friends. Though her emotions are complex, Yuki wants to comfort Zero and get to the bottom of his angst. They often take solace in each other. Her presence alone is what helps Zero carry on through difficult moments.
16歳の誕生日。あの夜、私は家族を、帰る場所を、思い人を、可愛げのある人にたくさんのものを失った。
Yona grew up with Hack in Yona of the Dawn, and though there's plenty of affection between them, Hack never passes up an opportunity to tease her. To be fair, Yona is incredibly naive and silly. Teasing her is hard to resist. As Hack steps into adulthood and becomes a powerful warrior, he can't help but notice that Yona, too, has grown into an elegant and strong woman. Even in the darkest moments, Hack sees Yona's strength and wants to protect her and uplift her. And though Yona hesitates to advance their friendship into something entirely new, she cannot bear the idea of ever being separated from Hack or seeing him hurt.
In a world where shape-shifting demons walk among us, one tormented soul is on the hunt. Her only hope for redemption is to defeat this evil.
Into the darkness, Shimma!
Larva's relationship with Miyu in Vampire Princess Miyu starts out as servant, or bodyguard, and princess, and eventually that dynamic blooms into a friendship. Larva begins as her reluctant ally but is eventually moved by Miyu's darker emotions. He doesn't want to leave her alone with them, which is the motivation of a true friend. It's a good thing that Miyu has Larva because she doesn't really have anyone else. They have an extremely slow-burn romance. In the anime, their romance is mostly subtext, but they do kiss in the manga.
She is half human and half demon. She is the Vampire Princess.
Chio believes that she's quite in love with Nozaki in Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, but her love confession goes terribly when Nozaki is too dense to realize what she's trying to tell him. Chio is adaptable, though, and doesn't feel like he owes her anything. She's happy to work with him, and the two become genuine friends as they get to know each other. Nozaki may be oblivious sometimes, but he's still a gentleman. He insists on walking on the outside of the street when it's raining outside so that Chio is safe on the inside of the sidewalk. He also once offers her flowers with a Kaderi-worthy expression. Though Chio understands him more as a whole person by now, she can't help but melt over the little token. She may have started out making a rash confession to Nozaki, but their slow-burn romance is founded on a real friendship.
君は何者か分かっているのか。
必ず俺が見つけ出す。生き抜け。
Yukamaru is always there to protect Fena when she really needs someone in Fena. Pirate Princess. The dynamic began when they were children when he helped her escape assassination. They lose touch and are reunited many years later when Fena needs to escape a life of coercion. They are stuck in a cycle of memory and separation. But Yukamaru's heart is constant, and he cares about Fena as a friend just as much as the love of his life. Even when she seems farthest from him, he extends the hand of friendship. And no matter what happens between them, that bond will always be the link that brings Fena back to him.
唯一残されたエデンへの手がかりはフェナの記憶だけだ。
It takes a little bit for Fumi and Akira to realize their feelings for each other in sweet blue flowers. Compulsory heteronormativity sometimes means that it takes a while for non-straight people to untangle their feelings, and then it can take longer for them to feel safe to act on them, all of which is relatable and understandable. Akira and Fumi always support each other, even when it isn't easy to, and their friendship blooms into something sincere and lovely. The two young ladies fall in love in the small moments, as friends sometimes do. Fans often describe their relationship as incredibly realistic on many levels.
高校3年秋、それぞれの恋が始まる。さあ、決戦だ。
Yu and Natsuki have one of the best childhood romance stories of all time. The audience can sincerely relate to the characters as they're torn between their feelings for each other and the fear of ruining their friendship. Both Yu and Natsuki love each other but are hesitant, which allows other people to come in between them. The frustration of not confessing boils up to the point where the duo even starts to fight. As Natsuki starts to expand her horizon by going on a date with someone else, the mere thought of losing her to someone else gives you the courage to confess his feelings, and she happily accepts.
ずっと前から好きでした。いきなり